Nowhere to rest, nowhere to feel safe. How does a kid do her homework when she has no home? On any January night in Lancaster, more than 700 people can be found either on the street or in shelters due to homelessness. As many as 1 out of 3 may be children. And with recent economic events, people who never imagined experiencing homelessness are now at risk of losing their homes. Even those with jobs and housing can still find themselves in financial trouble due to poor budgeting and spending habits, where they used up their savings dealing with a job loss, illness, or death in the family. What is the answer to preventing and ending homelessness in Lancaster County? To people finding and keeping safe, affordable housing, and managing their finances and becoming self-sufficient. Tabor Community Services housing counseling programs have been at the forefront in using the Housing First approach, a proven, nationally recognized model for getting those experiencing homelessness into housing quickly and cost-effectively, and helping them remain there. In 1966, A. Grace Wanger was unable to find housing in Lancaster County for 2 African families from the Congo. In 1967, she and a group of Mennonite friends formed the Menno Housing Corporation to purchase blighted properties in Lancaster City, bring them up to code with volunteer labor, and renting them to low-income and minority families. In 1968, Menno Housing established Tabor Community Services as a separate nonprofit organization to support the families with which it was working. And for more than 40 years, Tabor has served Lancaster County residents through comprehensive and integrated services that help them find and keep safe, affordable housing, develop the skills to manage their finances and lives, and become self-sufficient. Tabor shows clients how to help themselves. The Shelter to Independent Living program takes families from shelters and gets them into housing within 3 months. Issues that may have contributed to their homelessness are addressed once they are in safe, affordable, permanent housing. Tabor's transitional housing programs, the Transitional Living Center, Jubilee House, Beth Shalom, are also run on the Housing First model. Clients' first goal is to find permanent housing while dealing with the issues that contributed to their homelessness. Rental counseling helps people so they will not lose their housing, keeping them out of the shelter system. Tabor's Market View Apartments provide supportive, permanent housing for disabled persons who were once experiencing chronic homelessness. Mortgage counseling helps homeowners deal with the foreclosure process and address their default before they lose their home. Consumer credit counseling helps people address their debt burden and teaches them how to manage their finances and use consumer credit wisely. First-time homebuyer counseling helps those who want to become homeowners prepare and plan for all the responsibilities and costs associated with buying and maintaining a house. In the Family Self-Sufficiency Program, Tabor staff work with clients for up to 5 years to increase their earning power and budget for long-term goals so they can come off government assistance. Comprehensive financial literacy classes, free and open to the public, teach people about budgeting, using credit, banking, loans, insurance, and predatory lending. Finally, Tabor's matched savings programs counsels and provides incentives for families to save for the assets that contribute to their long-term financial stability, such as purchasing a vehicle for getting to a job, getting more education and job training, and buying and improving a home. Tabor is helping its clients rebuild their lives and in the process helping rebuild the Lancaster community. And Tabor is meeting those needs in ways that produce impressive results and save the Lancaster community large sums of public and private dollars. Transitional Living Center is the only shelter in Lancaster County that takes any type of family unit and provides a private room and bath for the family. Residents contribute 20% of the cost to run TLC through program fees, thereby reducing costs to the community. In the past year, 73% of the households leaving TLC had found permanent housing in less than 15 weeks. The cost to provide emergency shelter beds for a family of 3 for 3 months is $7,830. In the Rental Counseling to Prevent Homelessness program, the cost of Tabor services to prevent homelessness for that same family is $949. Savings to the community equals $6,881. Last year, 99% of families that participated in Tabor's rental counseling avoided becoming homeless. Cost to the community to care for 4 children outside their home is $33,600. In the Jubilee House program, the cost for those same children to be reunited with their mothers who remain chemical-free for 1 year is $0. Savings to the community is $33,600. In the past year, 82% of Jubilee's participants completed the program, obtained housing, and continued to live drug-free. The cost to provide 24-hour transitional housing to a homeless family of 3 for a year is $33,265. In the Shelter to Independent Living program, the cost of Tabor services to move the same family to their own housing and provide in-home services for a year is $1,300. Savings to the community is $31,965. Last year, 81% of STILL's program participants found permanent housing, paid their rent on time, and learned the skills to sustain their self-sufficiency. And in the past year, Tabor's consumer credit counseling clients returned over $2 million to creditors, while 96% of those receiving mortgage counseling avoided foreclosure. Who benefits? Each year, Tabor serves 4,000 cases of people paying their debts, coming off government assistance, learning to pay their rent on time, learning to save for long-term goals, purchasing their first home, avoiding foreclosure, avoiding homelessness, or moving from shelters to permanent housing. In each case, these individuals and families not only learn to help themselves, but the community at large also benefits. In each case, a creditor is paid an overdue debt, a landlord receives rent due, shelter beds are freed up, a house is purchased, a bank receives mortgage payments, or a child remains in the same school as his family achieves stability. How do we rebuild lives and community in Lancaster County? Tabor Community Services.